Just wanna be with you. Just wanna be with you. Just wanna.
Forget everything you thought you knew about pork ribs, because today I'm about to show you a flavorful, bold, and addictive recipe. And it should come with a warning, because this is not your average pork recipe. This is masala pork ribs wet fry. And guess what? Once you taste it, there is no going back. We can bet on that. Let's start with the basics. You'll need 1 kg of pork, and here's my pork. I've not cut it in chunks, so we'll need to cut it in chunks. This is it, and we want to sear them until they are golden brown. They're juicy and ready to soak up all the masala magic. Yeah, and these are the spices that you're going to use. We have garam masala, we have thyme. So we're supposed to have a teaspoon of garam masala, a teaspoon of thyme and oregano or mixed spices. I don't have oregano here, but I have this seasoning called jasiri from Mama Kebobo. It has oregano, so I mix the two, half of this and half of thyme. If you have oregano, have half a teaspoon of thyme and half a teaspoon of oregano, and then cumin powder, half a teaspoon. And you're also going to need no, for cumin it's a teaspoon, not half. Garam, a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of oregano, and a teaspoon of tomato paste. So here are my spices.
Just wanna be with you.
And these are what we'll need. We'll need onions, we'll need ginger, garlic, and cilantro or dhania or coriander. And we also need tomatoes. So with the tomatoes, you can either use them as they are, or you can blend them to have a puree. We'll also need salt and seasoning. Let's start. So this is the golden brown color that we are looking for. We need the pork to caramelize well on each side. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. So you keep turning your pork for them to caramelize on all sides. Yeah. So be creative. Yeah, if you like that, can be creative as much as you want on how you're going to make to sear your pork to ensure that the caramelization has happened on all the four sides. Yeah. Like for this one, let me see. This specific one, let me move it here. Yeah, I made it here, there. Even this one, I'll move it at the center. And be careful with pork. Be very, very careful with pork. Because pork is oily, and so the oil keeps popping up. Remember, we don't need any accidents in the kitchen, so you have to be extra careful. Like an example of this, it's caramelized here but not this side, so we must place it that way for us to get a golden color also on that other side. Oh, this is so beautiful. Beautiful. I'll turn that too. That as well. That side is okay, so I'll come here. Give it more time. That's how our pork has caramelized. We're going to add in the onions. And the secret to cooking is allowing the flavors to layer. So we use that trick of layering flavors. So we don't put everything at once. So we'll start with the onions. And for this particular dish, we don't need the onions to be golden brown. Although you know some people do not like the sight of onions. Oh my god, I'm salivating already. Some people don't like the sight of onions. So do you? For this particular dish, you don't need the onions to be golden brown. So we let that cook until translucent. Then we'll add in the ginger and garlic, then our spices, layering the flavors. No rush. Now, this is where the flavor explodes. We are building a masala that is earthy, that is reasonably spicy, because we're cooking for all children, for all family members, including children, and slightly sweet. Everything you never knew you needed in pork or pork ribs. Sweet, a bit of spicy, earthy, something very juicy for all the family members. Our onions are almost translucent, so we're going to add in garlic and ginger. And like I said, the secret is in layering flavors. So we're going to, the heat is on low at the moment because I don't want the garlic to burn. I want it to cook well and slow to release the burst of flavor and that sweet aroma. Oh my god, it smells heavenly. Yeah, so we are looking to achieve that burst of aroma from the ginger and the garlic. So we're going to cover this just for a few minutes and make sure it doesn't burn, and make sure it's on low heat, just so that our pork can absorb the flavors. Then once that is done, we're going to add our teaspoon of We're going to add the spices first, then we will add the tomato paste, then the tomato puree, and we'll almost be done. So give it 2-3 minutes, then we add in the spices. Time to unite the ribs with the masala. This is where the magic truly begins. You'll simmer them low and slow until all the pieces turn golden brown. The next step is to add in our spices. I'll include the spices and the quantities in the description box. So again, the secret is in layering the flavors. So you're going to mix this in. Oh dear, it smells heavenly. The aroma, I can't wait. I cannot wait to have this meal. Just ensure the spices are well distributed in all the pieces. Don't burn your spices. So again, you're cooking it on low, and we're going to cover this for another minute or so. Then we add in the tomato paste. So the flavors have set in, and we're going to add in the next ingredient, which is tomato paste, and we're just using a teaspoon. We don't need much, just a teaspoon. And also for this, we have to give it time. We have to give it time to caramelize also before we add in the tomato. And remember, I am cooking on low heat. The heat is on low. So give the tomato paste time to caramelize. There's no need of covering at this point because the food can easily burn. And we don't want to serve our family's burnt offering, so we have to be very careful at this point. And remember, we're not deglazing the pan now. We're not adding any water as of now. So be careful that you use a pan that is either non-stick or heavy duty, so that your pork does not stick. Then once we have that, we'll go in with our tomato. So with the tomato, you can either do a puree, tomato puree, so you blend this, or just have it as it is. For this particular meal, I prefer using it as it is. Also remember to season as you go. Don't add all the salt at once. So we're going to season the tomato, and then we shall mix in. At this point, we need to cover to let the tomato cook. So I used 2 medium tomatoes. You can add more if you wish. I didn't want a lot of tomatoes on this. So feel free to add more if you want. So we're going to cover this. Again, let the tomatoes cook as our pork absorb the flavors even more. Remember, we say the secret is in layering the flavors. So let's cover. Give it 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll be back. Our pork is almost ready. And as you can see, it is not burned. It is not extra wet. You can actually have it as it is. Yeah. So by now the pork has absorbed all the spices, all the flavors. The tomato has also cooked through. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 2 bay leaves. This is my favorite brand. That's enough. And a bit of cilantro. You can do stems, cilantro stems. Mix them in. So at this time, your pork is ready. And just to mention, this is the same recipe you can use even for mbuzi wet fry. You can use the same recipe. You see the outcome. Do you see how good it looks? And it smells nice. Your house will be full of aroma. So once we do this, we're going to add about a cup of water. So you can do it water or you can do stock. And the secret to using stock is if you're making, say, beef, you can use chicken stock or vegetable stock. For us here, we have pork. You can do vegetable stock, chicken stock, beef stock. I don't have that at the moment. So water will work perfectly well. And remember, we're cooking on low heat, so don't burn your food. So here is, and I know there's some people who don't like adding water to their pork. It is still okay, no problem. That's just enough. A cup is enough for a kg of pork. We've added water. We're going to add a bit of salt. Like I mentioned, it's good to season as you go so that you don't end up with extremely salty or over-seasoned food. So mix it in. Then from this point, you're going to cook on very, very low heat, yeah, until our pork is start to separate from the bone. So what do? We cover and wait. Let it cook. We are finishing with fresh dhania or coriander, and you can add scallions if you prefer. Of course, scallions of a choice. This adds color and that last burst of brightness to balance the richness of our pork. So our pork has been cooking for about 18-20 minutes on low heat, covered. So the only thing remaining now is just to add in the rest of the coriander. You can put in your scallions here if you prefer. I didn't want to complicate it much. I want to make the recipes as simple as possible. So we're going to add in the rest of the dhania, then cover. So once we have our coriander leaves inside, these are bay leaves. Oh my god, it smells heavenly. So once we have that, what we're going to do, switch off, put off the fire, then cover for about 5 minutes and it will be ready to serve. That's all. Look at the color, the shine, the aroma. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. So here is our final delicious. Here's our final meal. That's what we've prepared. Pork masala or pork wet fry. I'm salivating. It's time to dig in. Let's see if it was worth the effort. So I'll try this out. Mm. 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 Oh my God. It's slightly spicy, very tender, tangy a little bit, but rich of flavor. The flavor is just burst in your mouth. Immediately you take a bite. Oh my God. If you try the recipe, tag me. I cannot be the only person obsessed with. Mm. Mm. Oh my God, you need to try this out. Tag me. Let me see those photos and enjoy. I need to enjoy this. Give me time. I need to enjoy this. Mm. 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 Oh my God. Try this recipe out. It's heaven on earth. Don't forget to hit that like button if your mouth is watery and subscribe for more recipes that will break the rules and light up your kitchen. This has been Picana Stella and this was Masala Pork Wet Fry done right. See you on the next one.